Hey, beautiful tribe on the Chung Fu channel. I'm here sitting with our beautiful teacher, Chung Fu, and I'm putting up beautiful chants in the ancient Tibetan dialect, and I thought I would just quickly interview Chung Fu and give us a little bit of information about what that is and what it means, and yeah, just so that we can better understand these chants and where they originate from, what time, and how it relates to the Tibetan language of the modern age. So Chung Fu, we've just put up on the channel a beautiful chant that I asked you to do a little while back now, which was to bring strength, to help men connect to strength within them, and to also help women to connect to that divine masculine energy within them also. So it's not just solely for men, it's to connect to that divine masculine strength from within. And it was in the ancient Tibetan dialect, wasn't it? Could you tell us a little bit about that?
So this is a shorthand to say that, in the mountains of Tibet, there have always been traditions for longer than perhaps is historically known. There have been beings who worship, in a way, the spirits of the mountain. This ancient, what I'm calling an ancient Tibetan language, it's from Tibet and it's from the mountains, but it's, in many senses, it's animist. It's pre-recognized religion, or even in many senses recorded language. So it is an ancient language of the earth, of the mountains.
How long ago does this language?
It really comes from about 4,000 or 5,000 years ago. So it's very old, and some of it even further back. And the time that I'm talking about when I was there was around about probably I'm trying to remember right now, but I look in my Akashic here, 7,500 years. And during that time, this was a very, primitive is the wrong word, because it's actually very evolved time. And a time when the actual connection that I experienced and that I bring forward a lot in my teachings today with the earth beings, with the mountain beings, the sky beings, the water beings, and with the air beings, and with the solar beings is very primal. And so this energy of unification between the masculine and the feminine, this healing that is coming about now, you can understand it's starting from a very deep place within some people. Those, perhaps some are working with me and some with other masters coming forward, and feminine as well as masculine masters of the wisdom. The wisdom, you could say, of the ages, the ancient wisdom, which is within the earth. It's a wisdom that is within bodies. It comes forward from the divine source. It incarnates with you. In many senses, it's beyond the mind. So this language, when you listen to it, these are sounds that are coming out of that primitive, primordial relationship with the elements. It is a language of human connection with the elements. And this is so necessary for today, which is why I'm bringing it forward in those ways, in those chants for you. And the effect, if you listen to it when you're on the earth, when you're in nature, you'll feel this bonding that takes you deep into communing with those vast beings, primordial beings, creation beings, who are within the very formation of the earth. And so that is the very ancient Tibetan language to which I refer. Later on, some of the words that you would hear in there, they got brought into an evolved language that developed within the Tibetan spiritual practices. But these sounds, they come from much longer ago, beloved. They are healing sounds, and if you make those sounds, if you speak these mantras, then you will experience that connection with the elemental beings, with the divine working within the elements and very close in that sense to the human body, to the human heart. Peace.
Thank you, Chung Fu. That's wonderful. And we will look forward to seeing you all on the next transmission. And do comment on these videos about how they make you feel, any thoughts that come forward, any ideas, because we're here for you and we're here together.
And don't forget that you are the living spirit within, that you are connected to the divine, that right here upon the earth, the divine is present in every atom, in every molecule. Literally, every part of you contains the divine light. So don't forget to enhance your connection with the divine, not feeling it as separate, but feeling it within you. And that energy is of creation, is of goodness, is of love, is of beauty and light and radiance. And it dwells within you. It is the living spirit. And that living spirit joins you to all other beings in your frequency. That energy of love is the oneness that connects you all to the divine. Peace, blessings, and peace.
Blessings and peace. Thank you, Chung Fu.